Tumor, tap, add 1 of any color to your mana pool. Pretty good. Same with the Palladium mirrors. 3, 2, 2, and you get to add 2 of any color. So keeping all in mind, the mirror works really helps in this deck. Master of Ethereum, of course, other artifact creatures you get +1/+1. Kind of tears away from the Pendelhaven, but if you get that one first, you'll do pretty good for a big combo. But if you don't, then use his power and toughness equal to the number of artifacts you control. But if you have the Mirror Turbine combo, have tons of artifacts on the field, make them so huge, and then attack with a bunch with all the tokens and whatnot. Use strength in numbers. You got yourself a deadly combo. Deadly combo. Not foolproof, but very, very deadly if it gets through to win you a game. Which also brings me to this one, which is a new one, Trespassing Soul Eater. It's a 2/2 with, tap 1 to make it unblockable. Okay, well you can tap 1 every turn and keep on hitting them for 2. Well, if you can copy that, you can hit them for 4. Also, if you use strength in numbers with all those mirrors, then and make it unblockable, then you got a pretty foolproof, game ender right there. Indestructible. If you can, he's 0/1, but if you can boost him up, or just use him for tapping because the Clock of Omens. Orthanopters. These ones you just play. Orthanopters and the Mendmites you just play for 0, so obviously really good. Let's see, the Mirror Styres, because when they're just 1/1s, and when they die you get another 1/1, so obviously really good. Because they're basically 2 mirrors in 1. Elf Replica, which this deck has a bunch of a few elves. Tap 2, sacrifice it, and destroy target enchantment in case of an enchantment that's hurting you. 2/2 for 3? Yeah. So of course I might add more. You could add more. Voltaic key, Voltaic, whatever key. Tap 1, tap untap target artifacts. Kind of like the Clockwork Omens. And really, you could use this with the Clockwork Omens. Keep tapping each other, keep untapping it and tapping it, and just use the Clockwork Omens. This is a deck about a lot of tokens. So you get 1/1 green sapling tokens into play. So if you get a bunch of those tokens, which also brings me to this one, enchanted creature has +3/+3, and you get a 1/1 sapling every turn at the beginning of your upkeep. Which would be really good for big unblockable creature. He becomes 5/5 unblockable, and you get a 1/1 sapling in return. Very good combo. Savage Silhouette in case you need to regenerate your unblockable creature, and you can put in multiple unblockable creatures that are artifacts. It just depends. Spellskite, pretty good. He's only 0/4 for 2. But his ability, change the target of target spell or ability to Spellskite. So I'm guessing if your opponent's boosting up his creatures, well, you can just tap 1 blue every time and keep boosting up him instead. So that big, that one where it turns to a big 12/12, the Eldrazi Conscription I showed you in my green deck, that'd be a very good one to equip if somebody else is using it. 5 life for every artifact put in your graveyard from the battlefield. Very good for gaining life. Perilous Mirror. See, Elvish Visionary. Draw cards. Sprout Swarm, very good because you can convoke and buy back, and you keep putting saplings. So the more mirrors you have, you can put out tons of Sprout Swarm. Good to have multiples of those. Niece's Chosen, so you don't run out of cards. Overruns, you can damage them if you have a bunch of mirrors and saplings. Land of our Elves for land. Frogmite because it has affinity to artifacts and it costs 4, so if you have at least 4 artifacts you get 2/2 for free. Greenweaver Druid to get land. Of course artifact, and you gain 1 life for every artifact that you play, so pretty good if you add multiple ones. Hovermere. Flying Vigilance, 1/2, so you can boost those up, or just hit 1 every turn, and you can also use them to block. Rampant Growth for land, in case you're not getting enough. Flying, sacrifice creature, devouring swarm gets +1/+1 until end of turn. 2/1. Pretty good, and especially if you're in a pinch and you have a card that makes this creature unblockable. or whatever. It gives a trample. You sacrifice all your creatures, hit for a big, damage thing, and tap target permanent becomes an artifact in addition to its other type. So if you have a creature, like a really big creature, like an Eldrazi, if you put one of those in there, you can make it an artifact and use Clockwork of Omens or Volaptic Key. Obviously a really good combo. This one gets Metalcraft +4/+4 and Trample, so it's kind of like the, it's an 8/8 with Trample because it's going to be, because you're going to have more than 3, especially in this deck, and it only costs 4 to play. Goldmers for white land, which kind of brings into this one, but this is mostly green in here anyway. Vigilance 3/4 for 3, so pretty good for blocking and beginning attacking. And I'm not quite sure how many land. I'm kind of running a lot over time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blue. I'm guessing 13 or 14. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. More green than blue. I don't know. You can switch off those or whatever you like. So hopefully you get